Hey guys, today an updated tier list for World of Warcraft Dragonflight patch 10.0.7 for Mythic Plus. I already made last week a tier list, but to be honest, first of all, was not the best accurate from my side, but also have to say, like 2 days after the patch we got some adjustments directly because some things were bugged, too overpowered or whatever. So things changed and I want to credit that, and I want to make a new tier list, so a quick updated tier list, to be honest. Let's start over it. I will say maybe to few specs something, but yeah, it's not like everything changed, but yeah, definitely we have some changes. We have 2 specs, and just to clarify, I used also subcreation.net. It's a very good website for looking for strong classes for certain things like Raid, Mythic Plus, whatever. It's like tier lists. And I asked 2 of my friends. They are going for the Mythic Plus title. They are around 3,300 rating at the moment. So long story short, they definitely know what they are doing. They gave me also their tier lists, and I combined all of them into one. So let's start over it. So 1 moment, we have we have 2 classes that are barely visible in just to clarify, we don't talk here about plus 28 keys, so only the highest keys, and we don't talk about plus 8 key, for example. We talk about the mid-range. The mid-range is between plus 15, plus 22, 23, 24, around that area. What means mid-range? This is where the biggest player base is. So yeah, just to clarify. Frost and Survival, Frost Decay, Fall Down again, Survival Hunter, both of the specs barely visible in M+, they make just no sense. We come directly to the C tier, so Affliction Warlock fell down to the C tier after the adjustments, after the patch was bugged, was super strong, they fixed it. Still good in Raid, but in Mythic Plus definitely not. Some people argue that Arcade Mage is even D tier. I think C tier is fine. It has some good things, it has good burst, but overall Mage has 2 better specs, so why playing Arcane Mage makes not a lot of sense in my opinion. And then we come to the B tier. The B tier I already made clear is completely fine to play these classes in Mythic Plus. They are not the best. You will maybe sometimes have a little bit of time in the queue till you get an invite, but they are definitely fine to play. We start here with the Asarok at the end. We have a Demo Warlock also putting it here. We have the Evoker DPS spec. We have Marksman Hunter. They do some decent damage, good burst, but yeah, they are like a little bit in survivability and stuff like this. We have Arms Warrior, Red Paladin. They only made it to the B tier after the adjustments that they had, and Destruction Warlock. So yeah, Warlock overall not great, not in a very good state for Mythic Plus, just to be honest here with you. You could also argue to bring this year into the lowest A tier, maybe we can do that. So it's definitely okay, it's fine, but also not good. So let us put it into the lowest lowest A tier spec here, just to get this done. And yeah, we have a very big A tier, so a lot of specs are very nice to play in. We have Beastmaster, Unholy DK, Fury Warrior. So there is one very good warrior spec, and you know, Tank Warrior is best tank spec. Maybe I will make another video about tank and heal. So yeah, that's it for the warriors. Then we have Windwalker Monk, also very good. I think I had it in S tier in my last video, now is here. Then we have the 2 mage specs, so mage is definitely fine. A tier is good. Ele Shaman, some people say Ele Shaman has a potential to go even up. At the moment I rank it just into the A tier, but don't get me wrong, A tier is already pretty good. You cannot always have only S tier specs in your group. For example, yeah, you need you need a Bloodlust, you need a little bit, you need a diversity of range and melee, so also depending maybe on the weeks and on the affixes. So just to clarify, S tier specs are overall better, but there will be a lot of times that you maybe have only one S tier spec in your group. For sure, as higher the key goes, as more necessary is a certain amount of damage to do the key in time, but yeah, overall the A tier specs are in a very good state. So we come to the S tier. The first one is Balanced Druid. Also could here argue about if it's not only A tier, but I put it into the S tier. And then Enhancement Shaman here, also some people say only A tier, but I have no problem to put in that case 5 specs into the S tier instead of only 3. And then I think the best 3 at the moment are Shadow Priest, Sub-Rogue, and Demon Hunter. So again, the difference are some specs, but overall I just want to clarify again, the game is pretty well balanced. There is a difference, especially when we talk about C and D tier, but the best spec, if you say now Havoc is the best spec, is not so much apart from maybe, I don't know, like one of the A tier specs here. So you don't need a Havoc Demon Hunter, you don't need a Sub-Rogue to time a key, especially if we talk about a 17, a plus 18 or something like this. For sure, as high as we go, 20 plus 25, you need a certain amount of those high ranked classes to have the damage that is necessary. But yeah, the friends that I'm talked about, one is playing the Havoc Demon Hunter, another one is playing Mage. So you see it's an S tier spec and an A tier spec that they are playing right now at the moment. So that's it. I think that's now a pretty accurate list. Yeah, sure, you can always argue, is it really D tier, is it really C tier? And again, we talk here about the key range 20 plus 15 plus 22 plus 23. Around that area is the list made, most importantly. And yeah, that's it for this video. To be honest, I wanted to keep it a little bit more short because I already made a video about the same topic last week, but I think the update is necessary because you see we have some big changes, like with the Affliction Warlock, with the Frost Decay and stuff like this. That's it for today, guys. Like and subscribe, stay tuned, bye bye.